I'm back.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have...
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Damn it.
Shoot!
Yeah, my dad sent me an old article about like 50 best games all time, and
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
She was the ultimate. I'm sure there would have been no... No, I don't think she used the thing up. Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, it's wrong.
No, I don't think she...
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook...
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess...
I am struck silent by how quickly...
Plus, isn't
yeah,
there a
Earthbound was like on there. I was like,
regulation
hey,
against
but then the
someone
one that was
else's
ranked higher in Earthbound was Last of Us.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the...
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just...
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the...
Okay then, I vote for...
You're the sussy bakalate.
Hold on I agree with you, though.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth, and there's no way she could get in the boy's life.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
Wait. Just what do you think you're...
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Huh? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
I gotta fix it, bitches!
Now then, what is it you want to show us?
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
Hello.
The girls' locker room?
You've already searched this place top to bottom.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Let me check again.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Examine her carefully.
No. Examine her, and you'll be the next victim in the next case.
No way.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead
Of
body.
course, the Scots. He's a good boy who does taxes.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds.
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl so just leave this.
What is
Suck it.
this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? What you two are about?
I'm also a Yuri fangirl.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Suddenly, South Park. Oh God! And now they look at Chihiro's body and it's like the weird live-action family members. God, that section of that episode was weird. Yeah, I'm dead.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Alright, up
Be
there.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular...
Her entire body? What? This is... What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes staring wildly at Chihiro's life form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
Okay. And now... we go to probably one of the most controversial subjects of possibly the whole franchise. Yeah, a lot of people always have interpreted Chihiro as being a trans girl. And basically, I even kind of started another thing, like my hate for the Danganronpa fan base in 2021 was that
So she was actually
yeah, so in 2021,
interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
yeah, so in 2021 for April Fool's Day, r/Danganronpa and r/Five Nights at Freddy's switch places for a day, and having one of the most infamously toxic fan bases switch places with another infamously toxic fan base, I didn't like this very much, especially since Five Nights at Freddy's is a lot more mainstream than Danganronpa. I hated it. I even warned people not to watch Game Grumps because in their Let's Play, apparently they misgendered Chihiro. Yeah. So in the end, Chihiro decided to, I even explained like the whole context of everything going on, and well, drama's mostly calmed down a lot.
joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right up. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show. Yes, that certainly does make things much more. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl.
To think Chihiro was actually a guy. That never
And
crossed my
because the
mind.
victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Yeah, I remember like somebody actually found a Chihiro, like somebody, I even like made a meme of like somebody who was like 10 cosplaying in like Danganronpa at like a convention once, and I even heard stories about Chihiro, about Chihiro helping people come out as transgender.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as
Which,
male,
yeah,
then yes, that would be true.
but again, I also think that unlike unlike another trans character of a Japanese game, Guilty Gear. I feel like that Chihiro being trans might actually make his situation worse from a character perspective. We'll see in a bit.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or...
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body.
Well, I must admit, I did find it. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer,
Very interesting.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya...
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like... But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? He consciously chose to use the extension cord. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girl's room.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me,
Yeah,
who
and,
was it?
the funny story about this was when Chihiro cosplayer, like, some cosplayer on Reddit. Yeah, apparently the Reddit's now, Danganronpa subreddit nowadays is kind of empty.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good.
I mean, granted, I'm 90% sure that we are not getting another Danganronpa game anytime soon.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
I mean, don't worry. Once I get...
Because if we're
will
wrong,
be playing
we all die.
Ghost Trick. Don't worry, I will be playing that day one.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of...
I got it!
Alright, in other words... Yeah. Yeah, it's even funnier is that the person that cosplays Chihiro, I even made like there was like a meme from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. It was like, carefully, he's a hero. I made an edit, like photoshopped the cosplayer's face onto Spider-Man, and it said, carefully, he's a something awful veteran.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to...
Did it? Well, clues are... Did nobody get a... I'm sure if someone saw the... Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah.
All we need right now is any kind of new...
It's over. You want to know who saw the kill him?
No, that's wrong. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was...
Now that you mention it, yes. I did.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose the rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all...
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell...
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw him stuffing a track, and then, I assume, he headed off to...
Track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get...
And that is when he said something that...
Well, I better get going. I'm in kind of a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of time.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting up, so that he was willing to risk.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know...
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious.
Are you sure about it? You really think we can figure out who did it?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use...
As was noted, the evidence is already gone.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag was just a normal duffel bag. All the bags in there are the same, so
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of... Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk about...
Cheers, like the killer.
first of all,
know where Chihiro was. He was on his way. So next thing, why did he choose this?
What do you mean,
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, the killer was wearing...
You're on to something, Mondo.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just...
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago...
I saw him wearing a the duff bag, and I saw he's off to practice.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was...
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
So does that mean Chihiro was a damn dirty blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell him?
The only one I told about any...
Then, Mondo, how did you know what colors?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, the bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Oh.
Are you talking about Chihiro?
I thought it was like Greg from that weird Harry Potter fanfic that Disco Jesus read on stream.
So, how about it?
Yeah, I rewatched it later on.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
He stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. For a moment, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, You couldn't possibly have seen...
It would appear you've dug your own...
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who...
Ah, now I understand. Your true intention was to draw a slip of the... That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. Mondo was my target all along.
But why?
That's a good question. There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to... You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something with you.
Notice?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
Yes, she's a witch! I got better.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it... Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn...
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is...
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of...
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here, Tom...
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man.
What do you...
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the...
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally
Then it must hold some clue about...
Well, that's what I was...
I imagine the culprit broke it.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite...
You're right. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless for all your confidence. That is a
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there How precisely did the handbook...
Yeah, that's all I...
I got it!
By hitting its weak point for
You already
massive
told us
damage.
before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never took... But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of the...
Then we can only assume that someone's... You know what the weakness is. I think it's a necessary piece of...
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it...
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. Then allow me to make a special announcement.
Shut a hedgehog, the biggest motherfucker!
My cutting-edge e-handbook is... When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
Why, did you try yourself, you thick-ass boy?
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature...
Okay, he sounded like Bob from VeggieTales right there.
You don't get burnt, huh?
Hi, kids! Today we're gonna learn about murder from the Bible.
It's because as your sweat evaporates,
Why did I
it
say
creates
that?
a cooling layer of air. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, that layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice.
Interesting. I learned one new fact.
That is a mere trifling speck of...
Anyway, if you found the then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to...
Meaning the culprit somehow knew.
But how'd they find out?
Indeed.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by...
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
During the epic sauna off.
Once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way.
The Scottish guy and Gilbert Gottfried.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into...
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Where's sauna? There. Had all their clothes on sauna. It was... I really did want to do this. I love this guy.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long. And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily...
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never... I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual...
I don't want to believe it, but I found something that proves it's John Shouting. You never know what's right. Yes, I always associate Tatakai from World Z with Mondo.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves...
Well, my God!
Damn handbook worked fine.
See? Makoto was wrong.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that...
Well, my goddamn...
Fine. See?
Look, Makoto was wrong.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's, then that proves that...
Well, my God...
Just fine.
See? Look!
Alright, just...
Makoto was wrong after all.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Just to be sure.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own hand. In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves...
Well, my God...
Works just...
Finally!
Mondo, the
fuck is that supposed...
The broken handbook, that isn't that one act...
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually... I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have...
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't fair.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actual, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now. But doesn't that violate the school regulation that...
Well, here's how there is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a... It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, as such, I decree that exchanging...
Well, Mondo, I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
What's wrong, bro? Come on! You are wrong! Everything you just said is...
Okay, then why don't we look back on this? That way, everything will become clear. And we'll all see if...
Closing argument begin! Alright. Chihiro looks adorable. All right.
The killer is you!
I killed Chihiro!
Let's take a look back to before.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a knife. That means I'm gonna have to stab myself 37 times a dick.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse. At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can...
Aww.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out. She made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl...
Aww.
Simple. Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the board. Once inside,
Yo, what's up?
He met with someone there. And the person...
Aww.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
I'm sorry, Chihiro looked like he's singing some kind of weird crap.
And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the post... It was likely in the heat of the moment. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the... Then, removing the bloody post... And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room. And that's exactly how, with the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might... That could have been the end of things. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more...
Fuck. him.
So, after
Yeah, it wasn't this
stumbling on
moment I
a
started
crime
to fucking hate Byakuya a lot more.
he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And
As
then
much as I
he
enjoyed
got to work.
him making fun of the poor, this is what made me despise this
He used
guy.
the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Aww. Yes.
Then, using the victim's own
He basically
blood,
risked everybody
left
getting
it
killed.
that he wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for this. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of there, they planned to destroy the last.
Why?
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna, and the reason they knew that is because the sauna, and that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Wait. No. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this up.
Yeah, Zamando's the killer. No trial. Somehow, when he does, everything will be clear. Alright, here's something a little about Aver Valve in neck. I'm about to press the R button. Fever will activate the tempo before. It only lasts if focus gets runs out. Not really fair if you get right. So there's something called Negatine, your opponent to use. Your opponent activates Negatine in your battle. Your title marker disappear, making it fight hard. If you activate feeder, just fly. No, never mind. I'm not sure what definitely would happen. Sorry, worry about. Unsurprisingly, the action's accidental. The opponent will use Negatine. Oh god. Well, here we are. The moment of truth.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Let it!
If my thinking so far is Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook, in which case, we can just check once we do that.
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Well, I'm gonna have to stab you. Don't have a choice, Mondo. All right.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, go ahead, Monokuma. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting, no holding. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Who will you elect as the Blackened this time? Will you make the right choice? What's it gonna be? What's it?
Here it is.
What?
Uh-oh. It looks like I got it right again. So the Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Taka chose the wrong answer. Okay, so, I don't know if it's like the right time to say this, but, basically, there was a Danganronpa stage play. And, it was only in Japan. I don't know if there's any footage of it because I know how strict they are about that stuff. But in Japan, there was a stage play for this game. And during one of these stage plays, Mondo basically, so in V3, which there's actually like a rule where you have to vote. If you don't vote, you die. Well, apparently that's what happens to Taka. I think I'll silence it right there. Like I said, you're very close to the danger zone. You should already need to be more careful. If you believe it, that's why I even kill someone like that.
Sorry.
What is this?
What are you posting like that? Wait. Why? Why'd you do it like that?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence. Let me spread his behalf. The story of this time is a sorry story of two men. It's like Brokeback Mountain, but less gay stuff. I mean, pretty sure Mondo is gay, but let's just get on with it. But for everyone else who wants to hear it, free press the beat button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there once was a young boy. He loved Shrek so much. He had all the films and merchandise. He'd pray to Shrek every night. Okay, the thing with the life he's given him. Shrek is love. Shrek, he would say, Shrek is life. His father overheard him and called him a virgin. He knew he was just jealous of his devotion to Shrek, so he called him a cunt. The dad slaps him and sends the boy to sleep. He was crying and his face hurts. He lays in bed with a warmth came towards him. He felt something touch him. It's Shrek. He was so happy. He whispered into the kid's ear, "This is my swoop, though." He grabs the kid by the... I'm not going to read the rest of this. If you know, you know. It's my cheer fortune stocking. Yeah, extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that for the longest time he can remember. If he could overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide himself further into that weakness. And to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He chose that way as his way out. Now nobody will say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how wrapped it up in his shell, the inferior narcotics are taken up to him. Taking that rip inside of him. He was not easily weighed out. Yeah. This is why I don't think Chihiro is trans. I just think that it would just make him worse. But as it turns out, the shell is completely empty! Yeah, inferior narcotics steady, I grow stronger. I'm weak. Why is it killing him again? He's saying accept his fate. After all, the world has survived the fist. You're not strong, you won't survive. Oh, God. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma, not to mention sexy Monokuma, announced the revealing the embarrassed secrets. Which, of course, includes Shiro's embarrassing secret, which I will be more than willing to divulge. Oh, yeah. Taka is gay. Definitely. Byakuya. His favorite candy is M&M's, Sakura. Never drink a bottle of vodka despite being the Russian chick. Hifumi constantly faps to everyone's dudes. Hina once took a piss in the pool. Yasuhiro doesn't actually predict the teacher 30% of the time. He predicts it 29% of the time. And Kyoko has an OnlyFans. Yeah, just like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
Yeah, something that Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. Yeah, okay, no, I might just talk about this now for JMod, more JMod stuff. So originally, Chihiro, I did consider having Chihiro be like a minor character in JMod. Like I had like a Death Note episode planned. Basically, the plot that I find Death Note Chihiro is gonna fill the role of L. Basically, Chihiro's character, because Taka being a member of the police, knew Chihiro, and Chihiro basically found another way to try and act stronger. Pretending to be a foul-mouthed e-boy, femboy Twitch streamer. He basically swears like really a lot. And was like really rude. And then he has an OnlyFans. His dad knows about the, but basically his dad would interrupt him streaming and Chihiro would like go back to his normal self. He's like, sorry dad, everybody keeps asking to show me that boy pussy. We don't have a cat, you know? Do you know what these people are talking about? No. Here. If he to the end, the hearted shell would crack, the art would fall away. Without doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever. I'll figure it out. Such a dilemma must be finally get to despair.
What?
Idiot!
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
But...
I don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I'll talk about it later. After I get my best to get stronger, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the third discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
That's by chance.
I want to change.
And accept who I am. Even though when I said that, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
Even though right in front of him. And all they said. And so, that day he made the commitment to exercising. But sadly, that was the first and only chance he ever got it.
Hey,
When he says they're exercising through with this, so it's help. But he wanted that person in secret. There. That person he went to.
That's right.
It was me.
Yeah, that sure was! The biker gang guy that talks like Gilbert Gottfried had been painfully clear about his manly promises were. But Chihiro figured that even if he comforted Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very definition of a strong man that Chihiro always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo will allow me to help me with the courage.
That's gotta be a typo. So he went to and asked Mondo to help him be strong. That was his aspiration. And I thought that the only way Mondo's support would ever get close to that.
Correct.
So then Mondo what he did. To keep Chihiro made promise.
Yeah. Really? So, I mean, that's why Chihiro carried Mondo. Like,
Indeed.
yeah, that's exactly what I mean. So, wasn't the cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But I don't think it's Percy! Because if you look around and kill the boys' locker room, that don't mean that he would have got there. Then, he started up at least a few of us to protect Chihiro's identity by putting him in the girls' locker room. And look, then Mondo would keep the promise he made to Chihiro, so he would also get killed. Why would he do that day? I ain't talking about because Dad make my trusted like that day. Why did you? Because no matter what, I don't want. Because no matter what, I don't want to.
I knew it.
That's what triggered after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing exposed.
What is this?
That's not gonna be that bad. You don't know anything about killing somebody. It's impossible,
Don't
lefty.
make me repeat myself.
To judge all by their own standard and the height of folly, you know, comprehended. So why did you change the subject on you? The embarrassing memory that you don't want anyone to know. You know why Mondo did it? He killed his own brother. Mondo Wada, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums riffraff across the country tremble. He's also a JoJo reference. But the only reason he had that chance to join a gang in particular is because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was named Daya Owada. Yep, another J-Mod thing. Oh yeah, apparently a funny story about Mondo and Daya. Yes, Daya, Mondo, Diamond. So, yeah, I'm trying to find this. Yeah, apparently Mondo actually appeared in. He and Mondo appeared in another game, called Kenkabacho Bros Tokyo Battle Royale. It was also made by Spike Chunsoft, but obviously only released in Japan, and I don't know if it's canon. I'd say yes. Yes, if you watch J-Mod, I bet you know what happens. Mondo had nothing but respect for him, which is why on the day Mondo, because of Maya, that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was the only family growing up. The only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure his brother after his brother, so he irritated him and everything. Mondo, the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a biker gang, and before everyone knew it, it had grown the biggest biker gang in the country, in Japan. That day, the older brother won the biker gang, and then number 2, the younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything went peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started thinking about how he would have to take over the king of brother someday, his brother's greatest reputation began to gnaw Mondo his very soul. kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Dad created a gang for its bare hands. Well, it's just not for pride. So really, they can be a leader. All right, I'll do it. Make our gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other biker gang members. Which is why
I just
gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta get out of the top. And on the night of this amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Yep. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother went ahead and reckless abandon an eager victory and dashed to oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Yep. It happened. This, as you know, it was actually a very key moment in the J-Mod lore. Yeah, in J-Mod canon, Daya still dies, but instead of dying in Japan, he died in America. Because if you don't remember, Daya was Travis's partner in the G-Modville Reapers game. But, just like with Mondo, Daya sacrificed himself to save Travis. Okay, Travis went by Leon, but to avoid confusion with the other Australian named Leon, his name is now Travis. I don't know why I didn't call him that. Laying these capos are the other words except for the words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. But when he got up, the rest of you, no matter what, came together. Because up to you, put me together. It's a promise between men. He decided that the truth of what happened never meant to anyone about his weakness that caused the accident. As a result, a team was stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his brother. Sorry, I gotta lose the kid brother. I got my brother got so killed. As an explanation, Mondo's lie became the truth. So as they say you're so bad, it's like to lie about his brother.
I just...
Strong. Strong! Yet. So the king said he realized no matter how hard he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And the lovely, the hateful, and sexy Monokuma began revealing embarrassing secrets. And I made it clear that I would have no problem shedding light on this. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what could happen, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything about my brother would have been his death would have been carrying around like spy. Whatever else.
I just...
Don't know what to say about it. It's true about safe work. Turn myself into a rock. Had anxiety down my stomach. And right then, Chiro asked me to work out. And right there, he told me the secret. Seriously? This Jesus. Disco Jesus. Hey, and... Bad, brother. Yeah, let's go Jesus as the 16th student. Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because, I mean, you kept a secret all this time, right? By now you would... You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. But I want to destroy that very version of me for good. It spreads like a life to my gut. I is exposed to live by myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're strong. You can't hurt, right? What our secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what, you're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying I really am?
What?
I should be able to tell everyone my fucking secret!
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had a strength though because he could try to overcome it. That was the strength I never had. It was right there. Jealousy broke me.
What?
Why are you making fun of me? It's drunk. Fucking with me now.
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You are really strong, Mondo. Felt something started to creak. Something gets in my head.
What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? I was head back, let my secret revealed, and fucking ruin everything.
What's wrong?
You have to tell me that. Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to.
I really admire you. Admire your strength.
That's right.
All right, I am strong. I'm strong. Oh, strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
Stronger than Daya.
I remember everything after that.
I woke up.
He was laying feet covered in blood. I had my dumbbell in my hand, and I realized him down the ground.
Yeah. So, spoilers for later games, but, Mondo is the only one whose death I think might have been an accident. Like, he had no plan to kill Chihiro at all. His anger just got to him, and that happened.
I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo, he was totally aggressive and angry. He had that weak side to stare, and that was his circle of the very heart, and it turned him so cold.
God damn it! Look at him, you see, you're just like him. From the secret of the past for a memory.
For that, he killed another human being in cold blood.
He couldn't just cut his regrets from the outside world. He didn't know what his true strengths are. Do you see help anywhere? Cause I sure helped out. You bastard! Shut up, you nutty! Go ahead again. I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it once, but unfortunately I can't do it right now because time for punishing is fast approaching! Punishing? You mean execution?
Well now.
Well, right, black and white, right.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now
Now that's either fair and special punishment for Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said it right, but
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Game over. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
Yep, we even had the hairdo. Cage of Death. Just like the Simpsons movie. First of all, I was like, that cat is a try. What? butter! Okay, so, yes, the butter beam! So, laugh at death! Hey, your soul will forever be at peace. Okay, so for those that don't get this reference, this is a reference to an old book called The Story of Little Black Sambo, which was an old story about basically some kid who ran into some some tigers, and Mondo's apparently had like some tiger stuff going on with him, but I didn't really notice. Basically, the Sambo like hid in a tree, and his tree basically the tigers were going up so fast, were like running so fast that they turned the butter, and Sambo like eats the butter for his pancakes. What? I don't get it either. It can't be my latte. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives taken so lightly. I'm gonna go mad. Yeah, Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, and we realized, of course, he has to. Some disappointments come with this game. Byakuya?
What is this?
Yeah, this made me hate Byakuya a lot. Well, I'm afraid to tell you, isn't he? Yeah, he knew about Chihiro's death, and he basically almost got everyone killed, all just to get something that didn't even matter the case at all.
Hey. However.
What?
Just for the fun of it? Fucking bastard.
Honestly. There is nothing to be done.
I said I saw the corpse. Are you actually inside it? He was such a fool. He didn't know what I've been saying.
Well,
Saying that.
That's right.
I mean, it was a waste of time again. I saw it then happen that happy hand. Light things up. I want to light things up.
But
Interesting.
Correct. Indeed. Hey,
What's this?
you. What?
Yeah, to transform all I hope into despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Mean, Simmons, you. Me. Then mean again. Makes perfect sense. Good grief, you don't understand how to pick apart every stupid little thing.
Ooh, how
I don't also don't really understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up, I'm gonna stop the child like you. Let me just say this. After I achieve a complete victory, you're up next. I will find you, and I will kill you.
In the
Son?
name of my family.
For which victory is foregone conclusion.
you're getting all right.
Oh, so cool! You're like the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you! Because you already are trash.
I swear, I'll do whatever it takes to bloody kill you. Dapper Chipper, someone needs a nap time. Because anyway, it's almost nap bedtime for everyone. Well, I've covered the case of Chiramondo. I know it was the end. The killing game would continue. For all there, the worst fear and despair kept multiplying. That despair felt like a blind puppy in hell, more like a bright future does. Courage, friendship. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really... Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your... After all, that's what...
There's one thing I like to ask of you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th student.
I already said it was Disco Jesus.
Hey, brothers. Oh,
if anyone's curious about this, the JVOD canon is where basically the games never happened. Now you might be asking how the games exist, but Monokuma doesn't. I'll get to it. Don't worry.
Ooh, my. You really took me by surprise. I know I said you could ask super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the... And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their...
Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. The end. Chihiro. Why?
What the hell?
Well, that was an interesting class trial. Like, subscribe, all that smexy stuff. Say,